Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today topic of our discussion is two group disconnections, and we will discuss two group disconnection by considering Diels-Alder reactions. Key concepts. Following concepts will be discussed in this lecture. First of all, we will discuss carbon-carbon bond formation reaction, and here we will specifically focus our discussion in Diels-Alder reaction, which is a carbon-carbon bond formation reaction. Then we will discuss Diels-Alder reaction in detail. After this, we will discuss what are dienes. Dienes are the reactant for Diels-Alder reaction, and then we will discuss what are dienophiles. Dienophiles are also the reactants of the Diels-Alder reaction. After this, we will discuss Diels-Alder reactions are stereospecific, and after it we will discuss reduced selectivity of Diels-Alder reaction, and then we will discuss intramolecular Diels-Alder reactions. Diels-Alder reaction. This reaction was discovered by Otto Diels and Kurt Alder. Upon their discovery, these both scientists were awarded with Nobel Prize in 1950. This reaction is a method for the synthesis of six-membered ring system. This reaction completes in one step. The reaction which completes in one step consists of concerted mechanism. Therefore, these reactions are called single-step reaction. Diels-Alder reaction is also a single-step reaction. Diels-Alder reaction is an example of 4+2 cycloaddition reaction in which 4 pi electrons of diene and 2 pi electrons of dienophile are involved in the reaction and form a cyclohexane product. Why this reaction is called 4+2 cycloaddition reaction? Because diene consists of 4 carbon atoms and the dienophile consists of 2 carbon atoms. Other groups may be bonded with these two systems. I mean, some groups are attached with the dienophile and some groups are also attached with the diene, but the carbon atoms of the diene which are involved in the reaction are only 4, and the carbon atoms of the dienophile which are involved in the reaction are only 2. Therefore, this reaction is called 4+2 cycloaddition reaction. As a result of reaction of diene with dienophile, a cyclic product is obtained. Therefore, this is called 4+2 cycloaddition reaction. See the product. This is cyclohexane product. See the black colored bond. These are the older bonds which came from the diene and dienophile. Diene, all the three bonds of the diene are black color, and the dienophile also have black colored bond. See the two new sigma bond which are red colored bond. These two new sigma bonds are formed and one new pi bond is formed as in a Diels-Alder reaction. Diels-Alder reaction. This reaction discovered by Diels and Alder in 1928. This reaction occurred between conjugated diene and a substituted alkane, that is called dienophile. I told you in previous slide that there are two components, there are two partners for the Diels-Alder reaction. One reactant is diene, that is conjugated diene, and the other partner of the Diels-Alder reaction, or we can say The other reactant of Diels-Alder reaction is dienophile, which is conjugated with electron withdrawing group. When the diene react with the dienophile, then it gives us cyclohexane ring system. This is concerted reaction. This reaction completes in one step and can be accelerated by heating or some catalyst. Lewis acid can be used as a catalyst to speed up and to increase the rate of Diels-Alder reaction. This is simply a 4+2 cycloaddition reaction. Why we call it 4+2? Because the diene, which consists of 4 carbon atoms, and the dienophile consists of 2 carbon atoms. In retro-Diels-Alder reaction, the 6-membered ring is broken down to regenerate the diene and dienophile using high temperature usually. This reaction, which is the Diels-Alder reaction, is a stereoselective reaction and only one product is formed during the reaction. The stereochemistry of the reactants reproduced in the product. We are discussing Diels-Alder reaction. Diels-Alder reaction is a stereospecific reaction. During this reaction, stereochemistry of the reactants reproduced in the products, and reactants keep their stereochemistry in the product as well. There is no transition state or the charged intermediate during the Diels-Alder reaction. As we discussed in previous slides, that this is a concerted reaction and this reaction completes in a single step. So there is no transition state or the charged intermediates are formed during this reaction. All electrons moving in same time to form 2 new sigma bonds. During this reaction, 3 pi bonds are broken down and 1 pi bond is formed, as well as 2 new sigma bonds are formed during this reaction. This is 100% economic reaction. Number of reactant atoms is equal to number of product atoms. No stable molecule is released during this reaction. So we can say this is a 100% economic reaction. Just it's a coupling reaction. 2 fragments coupled with one another and gives us a single product, that is a cyclohexane type system. If one or more of diene or dienophile atoms are not carbon, the reaction is hetero-Diels-Alder reaction. If the atoms present in the diene or in the dienophile are other than carbon, then that Diels-Alder reaction is called hetero-Diels-Alder reaction. This slide shows the diene system. Diene, that is the conjugated diene, which mainly consists of 4 carbon atoms, and we can say the basic skeleton is 1,4-butadiene. The diene can be cyclic, it can be acyclic, carrying many kinds of substituent. The diene must have cis conformation. Cis conformation means the 2 double bonds are cis. The configuration of the 2 double bonds in the diene is cis. If it is cis alkene, if it is cis diene, then it is more reactive than the trans diene. Plus I substituted dienes are more reactive than others. As we know that one of the reactant of the Diels-Alder reaction is the diene, and diene act as a nucleophile. It provides electrons to the dienophile. So diene is more electron donating species. If it is attached with plus I groups, plus I means such groups which donate the electrons to the diene, which increase the electron density of the diene. So such groups which are positive, which produce positive inductive effect, make the diene more reactive than the simple diene. See this one, this is the diene, this is a cyclopentadiene, this is another diene. Anthracene, the central ring in which 9 and 10 position that these two double bonds are cis to each other, and then 9 and 10 position will form a bond with the dienophile. See, this will another diene, Danish diene, and see, these are the two other diene system. So one of the coupling partner of the Diels-Alder reaction is the diene. The diene, if the diene is attached with electron donating groups, then the rate of reaction, the rate of Diels-Alder reaction is increased. This slide shows cyclopentadiene. Cyclopentadiene, which is well known as a standard diene, can undergo self-Diels-Alder reaction at room temperature. This dimer, the resulting product, which is the dimer, which is formed by in the reaction between two cyclopentadiene compounds, can be cracked by distillation. See, this is one molecule of cyclopentadiene, it will act as a diene, and the other molecule of the cyclopentadiene will act as dienophile. So see this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 carbon atoms will involve in the Diels-Alder reaction, and these two, 1, 2, these 2 carbon atoms of the dienophile will involve in the bond formation. So this bond will move inward and this bond will move over here. This carbon will form a bond with this carbon and this bond will move forward over here, and then this carbon will form a bond with this carbon. When this bond move inward, then there is electrophilicity created over this carbon atom. Okay, see this red bond. This is cyclopentadiene and this is the carbon forming a bond with this carbon. It means this carbon is forming a bond with this carbon and this carbon is forming a bond with this carbon. See, the red colored bond are the 2 new sigma bonds are formed during this reaction, and this is a red colored pi bond, that's a new pi bond formed during this reaction, and this reaction occur at 25 degree centigrade. The other coupling partner of the Diels-Alder reaction is dienophile. Wide range of dienophile can be used including cyclic, acyclic and hetero compounds. So like the dienophile may be the cyclic, may be acyclic, and maybe it consists of hetero atoms in its molecule. Perfect dienophiles are alkenes conjugated to electron withdrawing groups such as carbonyl, nitro, cyano, halogen. These groups, carbonyl group, nitro group, cyano group or halogen group, are the electron withdrawing group. If they are in conjugation, if these electron withdrawing groups are in conjugation with the double bond, then such type of alkene are the best dienophile. See the name, dienophile. Philes means loving, diene means diene. Diene loving species, yani as the species which have a love for the diene is called dienophile. The best dienophile is that species which contain a double bond, and that double bond in conjugation with electron withdrawing group. That electron withdrawing group may be the carbonyl, it may be the nitro group, it may be the cyano group, or it may be the halogens group. Negative I groups increase the rate of Diels-Alder reaction. Negative I groups are the electron withdrawing groups, the groups which withdraw electron density from the system. Here I told you that dienophile are the best species if their double bond is in conjugation with electron withdrawing group. These electron withdrawing group produce negative I effect. So such type of dienophiles are the best dienophiles and are the best reactant for the Diels-Alder reaction. And in the previous slide I told you that diene, if electron donating groups are attached with the diene, then such dienes are the best dienes. And in case of dienophiles, electron withdrawing groups which produce negative I effect, electron withdrawing groups produce negative I effects, and such dienophiles are the best dinophiles for the Diels-Alder reaction. If these groups are attached, then the rate of Diels-Alder reaction will increase. Diels-Alder reaction between alkene and diene with any substituents can take place but with low yield. If the diene is the simple diene, no electron donating group is attached with the diene, and the dienophile is also the simple diene, no electron with drawing group is attached with the dienophile, then the reaction occur between such two reactants, but the yield of the product will be low. This slide show you some examples of the dienophile. See this one. This is anhydride. This amide contains heteroatom. This is another dienophile. Electron with drawing group attached with the double bond. Electron with drawing group in conjugation with the double bond. So this is that dienophile with which, if this is the dienophile, then one diene is attached with this dienophile on this side and the other diene will be attached on this side. So this is another dienophile. Ketone. Ketone is also the electron with the drawing group and it is attached with the double bond. The nitro group is attached with the double bond. So this is also the dienophile. See this one, alkyne system. Triple bonded carbon attached with the CF3. Fluorine is more electronegative and electron with drawing group. See this system. This is also the dienophile. Heteroatom containing dienophile. This is also the dienophile. And see this one, dienophile containing sulfonate system. All these molecules can be used as a dienophile. How to know it's a Diels-Alder reaction? If we have a product, then how can we guess that it is a Diels-Alder product? We know that Diels-Alder reaction is a pericyclic reaction and it is a 4+2 cycloaddition reaction. So first thing, the product will be the cyclic, and the second thing, the product will consist of 6-membered ring and there is a double bond within the ring. The product is 6-membered ring, double bond inside the ring. If it have a group, conjugate group outside the ring opposites to the double bond. See this one. This is the diene. This diene consists of one substituent, that is the methyl substituent, and it's a electron donating group. So this electron donating group enhance the nucleophilicity of the diene. So this bond, see the mechanism. This bond is moving inward and this bond is coming out, and this carbon will form a bond with this carbon and this bond will move over here. As a result, this carbon will be bonded with this carbon. So see this one, red colored bond. These two new sigma bonds are formed and here's new pi bond. See this one, this is 6-membered system. First of all, how can we recognize that this is a Diels-Alder product? First thing, the product must contain a 6-membered ring. So here is a 6-membered ring. The second thing, the 6-membered ring must contain a double bond. There is a double bond inside the ring. The substituent are outside the ring and opposite to the double bond. See this one, these are the electron with the drawing group. The requirement of the dienophile is that the electron with the drawing group must be attached with the double bond. Then such compounds are the best dienophile. See this one. And these electrons with the drawing group must be opposite to the double bond. So from these things we can guess that this is a Diels-Alder reaction, and we try to treat it as a retro Diels-Alder reaction. Mechanism of Diels-Alder reaction. Diels-Alder reaction is an important reaction in organic synthesis. In this reaction, two new carbon-carbon sigma bonds and one pi bond is formed in a single step. It is a pericyclic reaction. see this reaction with mechanism. It's a simple diene and it's a dieno5. The double bond is in conjugation with electron with the drying group. It's an anhydride. The reaction is thermally catalyzed, so it's a thermally catalyzed Diels-Alder reaction. See this double bond, one hydrogen attached with this carbon and the other hydrogen is attached with this carbon. So these two hydrogens are cis to each other. As I told you in previous slides, the stereochemistry of the reactant is reproduced in the product. See, the two hydrogens of the dieno5 are cis to each other. So if the hydrogens are cis in the reactant, then they will be cis in the product also. The two hydrogens are shown by bold line above the plane. The both hydrogen are above the plane, so they are cis to each other in the product as well. See this one, simple diene, and it's a dieno5 alkene conjugated with the electron with the drying group. Z may be the nitro group, or it may be the cyano group, or it may be the halogens. It's an electron with the drying group, and still this reaction is again thermally catalyzed, and this is the Diels-Alder product. We can say this is adduct, or we can say this is a product of the Diels-Alder reaction. See how in the previous slide we discussed that how we can came to know that it's a Diels-Alder product or not. This product is formed through Diels-Alder mechanism or not. So what are we can check the requirements. The first requirement to confirm that this is a Diels-Alder product or not, the first requirement is the product must contain 6-membered ring. Yes, this product also has a 6-membered ring. The second requirement, the ring must contain a double bond. Yes, it have a double bond inside the ring. And the substituent must be opposite to the double bond and outside the ring. See this one, this is a Z substituent. As I told you that this Z is the electron with the drying group, so it's opposite to the double bond. The double bond is in the diene system, and this Z must be attached with the dienophile. So see over here, this Z is the part of the dienophile. So we can say that if we disconnect this product, then we will obtain the reactant from which this product was formed. Then we have keep in mind that these 4 carbons 1, 2, 3, 4 must be the part of diene, and these 2 carbons must be the part of dienophile. Disconnection of the product. First we have to check that product is formed through Diels-Alder reaction or not. First we have to check the requirements of the Diels-Alder product, then we can disconnect it. What is disconnection? Disconnection is the reverse of the synthesis. Disconnection is called the retro Diels-Alder reaction. Disconnection is best found by drawing the reverse reaction mechanism. First, if we move left toward right, then it is forward reaction and it gives us a reactant to product, and the reverse of the synthesis is disconnection, or it's called the retrosynthesis. If we perform the retrosynthesis in Diels-Alder reaction, then it is called retro Diels-Alder reaction. You may draw the arrows either clockwise or anti-clockwise, but we must start from drawing the arrows from the alkene. This is a very important point. If it is our product, see this one 5A, here the product 5A is shown, and this is a cyclic 6-member system. It have a pi bond and it have a electron with a drying group outside the ring and opposite to the pi bond. So this product fulfill the requirement of Diels-Alder product. So this product can be disconnected and we can guess which reactants are used to produce this product. So for disconnection pattern, we have to draw the arrows either in clockwise or anti-clockwise. But remember, main important point is that we have to start drawing the arrows from the pi band. Either we start drawing arrows in clockwise direction from the pi band, or we can drawing arrows in anti-clockwise direction from the pi band. And then this, see over here, this pi band will move over here, and this sigma band will move over here, and this sigma band will move over here. Double headed arrow, two lines arrow, not double headed, two lines arrow. Then we have this diin, and this is the diinophile. It makes sense to draw this arrow first. We have to drag the arrows from the pi band within the cyclic system during disconnection. That's very, very important point. The disconnection in 5A general case and 6 for a specific case revealing a diin 7 and a diinophile. That will be discussed in the next slide. See this one. This is a little bit complex Diels-Alder product. First we check either this product fulfill the requirement of Diels-Alder product or not. The first requirement, yes, this product have the 6-member ring. Second requirement, it have the pi band. Third requirement, the electron withdrawing group opposite to the pi band. So this product can be disconnected by following the mechanism of the Diels-Alder reaction. So we have, during disconnection, we have to draw the arrows either in clockwise or in anti-clockwise. The product is shown with 6. Start drawing the arrows from this pi band clockwise. This sigma bond will move over here, and this sigma bond will move over here. Then we have this type of diene. Each double bonded carbon is attached with the single bond. CH3, electron withdrawing group, and the 8 dienophile. The double bond is in conjugation with the carbonyl formyl group. Why it is called? In the start, the title was two group disconnection, Diels-Alder reaction. So here we will discuss why it is called two group disconnection. This is two group disconnection because it can be carried out only when two features are present in the target molecule. Two group, one group is the diene and the other group is the dienophile. Two carbon-carbon bonds are formed during this reaction. The relationship between these features must be recognized, no matter how complicated a molecule may be. If those features are present, we should first try a Diels-Alder reaction. Other features such as the two, see this one. This is a complex system. This is the Diels-Alder. We first check either it is a Diels-Alder product or not. First requirement, 6-member ring in the center. Yes, it is. Second requirement, the ring have a pi bond. Yes, it has. Third requirement, the electron withdrawing group opposite to the pi bond. Yes, it has. So we can disconnect it by following the Diels-Alder reaction mechanism. So this is the compound code of this compound. This complex compound is 9. Start drawing the arrows from the pi bond in a clockwise direction. Then this bond will move over here, and this bond will move over here, and this bond will move over here. Then we have diene. This is diene and this is dienophile. If 10 and 11 are the reactant of this product 9, when this 10 and 11 combine with each other in the presence of heat, then it gives us the product 12. This is 12 product. Here there is no substituent which were present in the 9. During heating, these groups converted to the carboxylic acid and then decarboxylated and gives us a aromatic system. Stereospecificity of the Diels-Alder reaction. The reaction occurs, as we know, the reaction occurs in one step, so there is no chance for either the diene or the dienophile to rotate during the reaction. So the stereochemistry of each reactant is reproduced in the product. The product have the same stereochemistry as its component have in the reactant. The two hydrogens in 3 are cis. See this ester, it's a dienophile. The double bond is attached with the electron withdrawing groups. 2 electron withdrawing groups are attached with the double bond. So this dienophile is more reactive than that dienophile in which double bond is attached with the 1 electron withdrawing group. See this one, the 2 hydrogens attached with this dienophile are cis to each other. Both hydrogens are on the same side of the double bond and the ester group are on the same side of the double bond. So this is cis alkene, or we can say it is cis dienophile. So when this diene react with this dienophile, then this adduct is formed in which the both hydrogens, this carbon, see this one, this carbon, it is attached with the ester, and this carbon is attached with also the ester. So these carbon are the carbon of the dienophile. So the hydrogen attached with these 2 carbons are cis to each other, because these 2 hydrogens are also cis in the reactant. So these 2 hydrogens are also cis in the product. So we describe here that the stereochemistry of either the diene or the dienophile reproduced in the product. See this one, this is anhydride, this is another dienophile. The 2 hydrogens are on the same side of the double bond, on the same side of the dienophile. So these are cis in the reactant, so these are also cis in the product. Both hydrogen are shown with bold line above the plane. Both hydrogen are above the plane, so these hydrogen are also cis here in the product. See this one, this is diene, this is trans dienophile, this is ester, but here the dienophile have trans configuration. So the hydrogen are on the opposite side of the double bond. So this is thermally catalyzed reaction, but above both reactions are occurring at room temperature, but this reaction with trans alkene, trans dienophile occur at higher temperature, which is 150 degrees centigrade, and in a sealed tube. Then the product forms. See the configuration of the product, the 2 hydrogens. Now the 2 hydrogens are opposite to each other. One hydrogen above the plane and other hydrogen is below the plane. So it is confirmed that the stereochemistry of the reactant is reproduced within the product. What type of stereochemistry reactant have? The same stereochemistry is reproduced within the product. Sigler. Sigler is an synthetic attractant compound which is used as a bait, as a food to capture the fruit fly. Sigler. See, this is the 15, compound number 15. See this one. This is a sigler. This is a structure of a molecule that is synthetic attractant, and its name is sigler. This sigler is used as a food to capture the fruit fly. See this one. This sigler contains a 6-membered system. 6-membered system. So the second requirement, it have a double bond within the 6-membered system, and the third requirement, it have a electron withdrawing group opposite to the system. opposite to the system. So see over here, these two carbons, one this one and the other carbon is this one. These carbons are the part of the dienophile, and see the configuration. This bond is below the plane and this bond, this substituent, is above the plane. So it means the dienophile will have trans configuration, trans relationship between this group and this group across the double bond. So draw the arrows, start from the pi bond within the cyclic system. This bond will move over here. Then we have one component is the diene and the other component is the dienophile. See over here, this here it is hydrogen which is not shown, but remember this is the hydrogen, and here this is the hydrogen. So this hydrogen and this hydrogen are trans over here. So these two hydrogens have trans configuration. Therefore these two hydrogen also have the trans configuration over here. The two hydrogens are not shown in the product, but remember here hydrogen is present which will be below the plane, and here hydrogen is present which will be the above the plane. Synthesis of Ziegler. Now we will show the synthesis. In a manufacture, it is easier to use the methyl ester instead of this type of ester. See this one. This is diene. This is dienophile, trans dienophile. Dienophile have trans configuration. Here is the hydrogen and here is the hydrogen. These two hydrogens are trans to each other. This is a simple methyl ester and easily available instead of secondary butyl ester. Instead of secondary butyl ester, when this diene is heated with this ester, this dienophile, then it gives us this type of adduct, Diels-Alder product, trans configuration. The stereochemistry of the reactant is reproduced within the product. When this ester, methyl ester, is treated with secondary butanol in the presence of acid, then our target material, which is 15 numbered compound, Ziegler, is formed. Ziegler is synthetic attractant compound which is used as a food to capture the fruit fly. So why we discuss these examples over here? Remember, stereospecificity of the diene. In the previous slides, we have discussed the stereospecificity of the dienophile. The stereochemistry of the dienophile is reproduced in the product. The stereochemistry of the diene is also reproduced in the product, but this is not so easy to see. Diene 19, this is diene 19. See this one, the 2-phenyl group with 2 E double bonds, the 2 double bonds. Diene 19 with 2 E double bond adds to the acetylene. This is dienophile. This is a dienophile. No stereochemistry involved in the dienophile because here is a triple bond. There is no hydrogen. When the diene is added to the acetylene 20, then it gives us a product 21. See this one. See this one. See. This is hydrogen and this is hydrogen. The two hydrogens are trans to each other. So this is E double bond, and see over here, this is hydrogen and this is hydrogen. So this hydrogen, this carbon have the hydrogen, this carbon have the hydrogen. So this hydrogen and this hydrogen are opposite to each other. So this is E double bond and similarly this is E double bond. So this diene have the 2 double bond. The 2 double bonds are cis to each other, but the configuration is E. At this double bond there is E configuration, and at this double bond there is E configuration. When this diene is added across the triple bond, then it gives us this adduct. In this adduct, the two phenyl groups are cis to each other. The two phenyl groups are cis to each other. This is below the plane and this phenyl is below the plane, and there is no stereochemistry over here. This is because the two reagents approach in parallel planes 22. There are two other ways to work this out, both based on a diagram 23. See this diagram 23. This is diene. Here the hydrogen are shown. The hydrogen with this carbon is shown over here, and the hydrogen bond with this carbon is shown over here. And this is dienophile. The dienophile is parallel to the diene. You might see straightway that the two marked hydrogens are cis, and therefore these hydrogen, this is pointed downward and this is pointed upward. The two hydrogens are cis, and therefore the two pH groups must also be cis. You might prefer to see that both reagents are symmetrical, having a plane of symmetry. That's another point. The two groups, diene, the dienophile, are symmetrical. If we draw a line over here, dashed line, see this dashed line, that having a plane of symmetry marked with the dashed line in 23, and that the product must keep the same symmetry. There is a symmetry over here. See, if we draw a line over here, there is a plane of symmetry. One phenyl below the plane, the other phenyl below the plane. The hydrogen above the plane, the hydrogen above the plane. So there is a plane of symmetry over here. In the previous slides, we have discussed that the stereochemistry of the diene is reproduced in the product. In the previous slide, we have explained the stereospecificity of the diene by putting the diene and dienophile parallel to each other, and here we will discuss the stereospecificity. Another way to describe the stereospecificity of the diene by putting the diene above and dienophile below the diene. These two aspects of the Diels-Alder are stereospecific in that the stereochemistry of the product is determined only by the stereochemistry of the reagents and not all by how favorable pathway is involved to determine the stereochemistry. So, stereochemistry is determined from the stereochemistry of the reactant and not from the path. We deliberately used styrenic dienophile in the last example as it gave rise to no new stereochemistry. But if both diene and dienophile have the stereochemistry and lead to new stereocenter in the product, we need to consider stereoselectivity, as there will be two ways in which the integrity of both reagents can be maintained. See over here. In short, I describe over here the stereospecificity of the diene. In the previous slides, I explained that stereochemistry of the dienophile is reproduced in the product, and in the next slide I told you that stereochemistry of the diene is also reproduced in the product. The question is how the stereochemistry of the diene can be explained by seeing the product. There are two ways to explain the stereochemistry of the diene in the Diels-Alder reaction. One way, by placing the diene parallel to the dienophile. Then draw the hydrogens of the diene. See the relation of the two hydrogens. The hydrogen present on carbon number 1 and the hydrogen present on carbon number 4. Both hydrogens are cis, are on the same side of the double bond, so these hydrogens are cis. So the phenyl are also on the same side of the double bond. So both phenyl and the two hydrogens are cis to each other. If the hydrogens are cis in the reactant, in the diene, then these hydrogen are also cis in the product, and the rest group will also be in the cis position. And the important point, we draw a plane of symmetry. See the plane of symmetry. In the previous slides, I told you, there is the plane of symmetry. The plane of symmetry is a dashed line that's passing through the center of the two fragments. One is the diene, the other is the dienophile. And the same plane of symmetry will be present in the Diels-Alder adduct, Diels-Alder product. The other way to describe the stereochemistry of the diene is by placing the diene above the dienophile. The structure number 22. Again, from here, see the two phenyl groups are on the same side of the double bond, and the hydrogens are also on the same side. So, two phenyls are cis. So, these phenyl will be in cis form within the Diels-Alder adduct or the Diels-Alder product. So, the important point over here is the stereochemistry of the product is determined only by the stereochemistry of the reagents and not all by how favorable one or other pathway may be. So, if in the previous example, the dienophile is the alkyne, that no stereocenter in the product. If the reagent means both diene and the dienophile, both gives a stereocenter within the product, then we must discuss stereoselectivity. Endoselectivity. In a classic Diels-Alder reaction, cyclopentadiene 24 combines with maleic anhydride. This maleic anhydride acts as dienophile. This is compound number 2 with complete stereospecificity to give either 25 or 26. So up till now, in the previous slide, we have discussed the various examples of the Diels-Alder reaction. In those examples, we have used open chain alkene as a diene. But here we are discussing endoselectivity and we are using a cyclic diene, that is cyclopentadiene, the compound number 24. When the cyclic diene is used in the Diels-Alder reaction, then we obtain two products. One product is exo and the other product is endo. So this reaction is called endoselectivity. The two hydrogens on 2, this is maleic anhydride, one hydrogen attached with this double bonded carbon and the other hydrogen attached with this double bonded carbon. So these two hydrogens are cis to each other. Therefore, in the previous slides we described that the stereochemistry of the reactant is reproduced in the products. See in the product, the two hydrogens, these two hydrogens are pointed upwards. So these two hydrogens are cis in the endo product, and in these 26, in the product 26, the two hydrogens are pointed downwards. Here these two hydrogens are also cis. It means 100% stereochemistry of the dienophile is reproduced in both products. Which product is formed? Either 25 is formed or 26 is formed during this reaction. Whatever it is the product, but the stereochemistry of the dienophile is reproduced in the product. These are called endo and exo adducts. This is endo adducts, this is exo adducts. This refers to the relationship between the alkene on the diene side and the carbonyl group from the dienophile. See, when this diene react with this dienophile, then a 6-membered ring is formed. 6 membered ring is over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is that carbon which is present in the form of bridge. This is sp3 carbon of cyclopentadiene. This carbon is present over here. So how it is called exo or endo? There is a relationship between the alkene on the diene side. This is alkene. This alkene double bond is present on the diene side, and the carbonyl groups. This is 2 carbonyl group, that's anhydride group on the dienophile side. We have to see the relationship between the alkene on the diene side and the carbonyl group on the dienophile side. These are much closer in the endoadduct 25. This alkene and this carbonyl group are closer to each other because this double bond is pointed downward and these 2 carbonyl groups are also pointed downwards. So when these 2 groups are pointed downward, then they are closer to each other. And here this pi bond, the alkene double bond on the diene side, is opposite to the electron withdrawing group of the dienophile. So these 2 groups are far away from each other. So when these 2 groups, these are much closer in the endoadduct 25, the result is easy to see when both reagents are cyclic. When the endo and exo products are formed, when both the reagents are cyclic. If both are not cyclic, then diene must be cyclic. If the diene is cyclic, then we can guess the product is endo or the exo. Here I give you a hint to guess the product is exo or endo. See over here. This is a bridged carbon. This bridged carbon is from diene side. This bridge, and see the carbonyl group. The bridge is pointed upward. See over here, this is pointed upward. And these carbonyl groups are pointed downward. So I can say the bridged carbon and these carbonyl group, the groups of the dienophile, are pointed downward. And I can say these are opposite to each other. So such product will be called endo. See in the product 26. This is sp3 bridged carbon from the diene side, and these carbonyl groups pointed upward. So the bridge is pointed upward. Bridge always will be pointed upward, and these group of the dienophile are also pointed upward. So bridge and the group of the dienophile are pointed upwards, then this product will be called exo product. Hope you understand in the previous slide the difference between endo and exo product. If the bridged carbon and the group on the dienophile are opposite to each other, then it is endo product. If the bridged carbon and the groups attached with the dienophile side are on the same side, then it is exo product. The experimental result is that the endoadduct is kinetically favored while the exoadduct is more stable. This suggests an attractive interaction between the carbonyl groups and the middle of the diene. Indeed, part of the role of the electron withdrawing groups in the dienophile is to attract the diene through space. This interaction does not lead to any bonding between these atoms and is a secondary orbital interaction. You may find this easier to see in the 3D diagrams, that is 27 and 28, where dotted lines show the secondary orbital interactions, or in the flat diagram 20. That diagram will be shown in the next slide. See this one. This is diene, 5-membered ring, diene, and this is dienophile. This is the 3D structure of the endo product and this exo 3D structure of the exo product. See the structure number 29. In this structure, the diene is placed below the dienophile. This is dienophile, that's malic anhydride. The two hydrogen are cis. The two hydrogens have cis geometry across the double bond, and there is a two double bond of the diene, and on the right side the dotted line is showing the secondary orbital interactions between the orbitals of the diene and the orbitals of the dienophile, and on the right side there is a bonding interaction between the diene and the dienophile. In open chain examples, diagrams in the style of 23 or 29 are usually easier to follow, but it's our choice that which type of structure we follow. The product from 30 and acrolein, this is diene and this is the dienophile. The hydrogen here, there is hydrogen over here and there is a hydrogen over here. This structure 30 contains two double bonds. The two double bonds have E geometry with respect to each other. So two E double bonds in the 30. When the compound 30 react with acrolein, then it gives us 31. So see the 3 carbon. It means the product have 3 new stereocenters. This is one stereocenter, second stereocenter and the third stereocenter. 2 stereocenters are produced within the diene system, diene part, and one stereocenter is produced in the dienophile. The other carbon of the dienophile is CH2 that is attached with the 2 hydrogen. So at this carbon, stereocenter cannot be created. See this one, the structure 32. The diene is placed parallel to the dienophile. See this hydrogen and this hydrogen. These two hydrogens are on the same side of the double bond. It means these two hydrogens are cis in the diene. These two hydrogens, this one and this one. It means the hydrogen bonded over here and the hydrogen bonded over here. These two hydrogens are on the same side of the double bond. So the structure number 32, that's showing the position of the hydrogen. The hydrogens are cis, then the rest groups, that's a methyl group, that will also be the cis. So when we unfold it, see this hydrogen, the hydrogen at this stereocenter and the hydrogen at this 31A, structure 31A, the two hydrogens are cis over here. And we can see in another structure, that's 31B, if these hydrogens are cis and these hydrogens are above the plane, then the other group attached with this stereocenter will be the below the plane. So these groups which are methyl over here are also the cis. And this hydrogen, see this hydrogen of the acrolein, that's also cis to this hydrogen. So the hydrogen of the diene are cis, then the hydrogen will also be cis with respect to the hydrogen of the dienophile, and the other group, that is the CH2, that will be the below the plane. Up till now we have discussed the Diels-Alder reaction, then we have discussed the dienes, dienophiles, which compound act as a diene and which compound act as a dienophile. Then we have discussed the mechanism of the Diels-Alder reaction. After that we have discussed the stereospecificity of the product with respect to dienophile and with respect to diene, and later in the previous slide we have discussed the stereospecificity with both reactant diene and dienophile. And here we discussed a new thing, that is functional group interconversion during formation of Diels-Alder product. See the cyclic ester 52 that comes from the diol 53, the cleavage carbon oxygen bond. Just this break down this bond and this bond, then it gives us diol. Either this bond or this bond is broken down, then this is diol. So we can say the ether can be formed from diol, and diol upon functional group interconversion is converted to the anhydride. See the structure 54. This is anhydride. Either it follows the rules of formation of Diels-Alder reaction or not. See the requirements. Check the requirements of the 54. See, it has a 6-membered ring and it has a pi bond, and the electron with drawing group opposite to the pi bond. So this product, that is the 54, completely follow the requirements of the Diels-Alder product. So disconnect it. So do retro Diels-Alder reaction, then start drawing arrows from the pi bond. This one will move over here, and this one will move over here, and this one will move over here. Then we have product 2, that's maleic anhydride, and a component 41, that is a diene, cis diene. When this diene will react with this component dienophile, then it will give us this 54, and 54 upon reduction will give us diol, and diol upon dehydration will give us this ether. The cyclic ether 52 comes from the diol 53. This ether is formed from this 53, and that can be made by reduction of various Diels-Alder adducts such as anhydride 54. This 53 can be formed by the reduction of 54. So here we have shown functional group interconversion. This diol, this is CH2OH, from where this alcohol is formed by the reduction of the carbonyl group. So functional group interconversion, this CH2OH is converted to the carbonyl group, then anhydride. Here is an important point. Be careful. Do not attempt a synthesis based on the direct disconnection. This is 52A. The product which was 52 in the previous slide, that's ether. So this 52A also fulfill the requirement of the Diels-Alder product. This is 6-membered ring. This have the pi bond, and there is electron, oxygen, ether group is also the electron with drawing group. It is opposite to the pi bond. But remember, if we try a disconnection, then this bond move over here, and this over here, and this over here, then we have diene, that is the same diene, and the dienophile is like 55. This is a unsaturated ether. This ether do not fulfill the requirement of the dienophile which is used in the Diels-Alder reaction. See, be careful, not attempt a synthesis based on the direct disconnection. If we have a ether linkage, then do not do the direct disconnection. What should you do? As we have disconnected, we have shown the disconnection pattern in the previous slide. Convert this ether into diol, then diol to respective carbonyl compound. When this 52A is disconnected, then it gives us unsaturated ether and diene, that is 41 diene. This ether lacks the vital carbonyl group and does not react with 41. So this 55 does not react with 41. However, maleic anhydride does react. Maleic anhydride react with 41 to give us corresponding Diels-Alder product. See, this is 41. This is 41. React with 2. 2 is maleic anhydride. It gives us 54 Diels-Alder product, which upon reduction with lithium aluminum hydride gives us diol 53. 53 upon treatment with tosyl chloride in the presence of sodium hydroxide gives 52 in 75 to 80% yield. So what we have got in these slides, see the structure of the compound, see the structure of the product. If it is required, if disconnection pattern requires the functional group interconversion, then first perform functional group interconversion process before doing direct disconnection. As over here, the 52, if the 52 is directly disconnected, directly subjected to disconnection, then it gives us cyclic unsaturated ether. And remember, unsaturated ether cannot act as a dienophile and do not react with the diene. Up till now we have discussed intermolecular Diels-Alder reaction. Here we will discuss intramolecular Diels-Alder reaction. In intramolecular Diels-Alder reaction, the diene and the dienophile will present within the same molecule. When diene and the dienophile will present in the same molecule, then such Diels-Alder reactions are called intramolecular Diels-Alder reaction. Intramolecular Diels-Alder reaction are easier than intermolecular Diels-Alder reaction and often do not obey the usual rules of the Diels-Alder reaction. And which rules are not obeyed? Sometimes intramolecular Diels-Alder reaction do not need the carbonyl group attached with the dienophile, and some product show the exoselectivity rather than endoselectivity. See the compound 57. This is the diene and this is the dienophile, the double bond in conjugation with the electron withdrawing group. When this compound is subjected to heat, then it gives us 58 product with 70% yield. This new 6-membered ring is formed. This new 6-membered ring have a pi bond, and this pi bond have electron withdrawing group opposite to the pi bond. So this product fulfill the requirement of the Diels-Alder reaction. So such type of reactions are called intramolecular Diels-Alder reactions.